Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Welcome everyone here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and we are here live on KCAA Radio Network. And we are also available on your favorite streaming channels. We are in Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. Just subscribe to Building Solid Foundations. And today we have an amazing guest, and I'm really excited about this. And I have known her for quite some time now. So we have New School for Architecture and Design's Senior Director of Enrollment and Marketing is here with us. She is a new addition of the New School family with over 17 years of experience in higher education. So let's go ahead and welcome Justina Powell. Hi, Justina, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well. Definitely a good day. Woo,
Yes.
we're already moving through this week. It's going too fast.
Yes. So I am excited because you have a lot to share about New School of Architecture and Design, and this is a new position for you with this school. Is it right?
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely. I joined back in March.
Okay. And how was it so far?
It's definitely been a great transition as far as new chapter in my career. I would have to say it's probably been the most rewarding just to be able to create new processes and just kind of create and build my team. But all in all, it's been really great. It's been really welcoming joining the new school family, working with all the departments, and just kind of finding ways for us to continue to grow and just bring in 2024 and just more graduates to come.
Okay. Well, since I've met you, I've learned a lot more about the school. I would like for the listeners to learn more about it. So if you can just give us some history of the New School of Architecture and Designs, I think that would be great.
Wonderful. So our school started back in 1980. We were originally owned by Laureate. And actually, before that happened, so we're going way back in time. So
Okay.
originally, our school was designed as a transfer school back in the day. A gentleman said, you know what? I'm going to start a school and I'm going to help students who may not got into their first pick school. I'm going to help them, grow, develop, and get into their career. So now, after all these years, the school is still growing, thriving. We did have, COVID and things of that sort happen. But, over the years, what we've done is we've expanded, right? We've brought in
Okay.
more specific niche programs. So from the beginning to as of today, we now specialize not only in architecture, we have construction management,
Wow.
interior architecture design, graphic design, and we also have online programs for our master's programs as far as if you're looking into architecture graduate degree work and construction management graduate. So it's really been kind of a point A to point Z for us. But now the great thing about it is with the turn of time, we're a school that's not focused no longer on transitional. Now we're looking at students fresh out of high school if they're learning in creating products, so product design, if they want to become a future architect, this is a place and a home where they can come to. We're not only going to educate them on this is what it looks like to become that professional, we're going to help them that professionalism. We're going to help them build that portfolio. And because we have the most amazing career services department, Richard Hess is our career services director, who's not only our director of career services, but he's also alumni. He graduated from us
Wow.
years ago, became a faculty member at Berkeley, and then came back saying, hey, I'm joining New School as we post COVID grow the school all over again. So, really excited. But when we talk to students, we let them know we're not just these specific niche programs where it's just a college within a larger organization. This is all we do as a school. And one of our biggest highlights, not only that we're the only accredited program in San Diego, so that makes us the number one for
Yes,
architecture. We are
that's
the
good.
number one because we are the only one accredited program here in San
Wow.
Diego for
Love
someone
that.
to come to school. Yes. And, go into architecture, finish their 5-year program, and then we help students get to work. I would say that is probably one of the biggest reasons why I joined this organization, not only because of the wealth of knowledge from our faculty who are leaders in their field and they come back and they're helping our students grow, engage from that. But also, as well, we help that support transition, getting our students to work. So, most listeners out there will probably say, well, what does that look like statistically? Tell me more.
Yes.
So, as an organization, last year for 2022, we placed our students as a whole, as a university as a whole, at 85%, which
That
means
is
8 out of
incredible.
every 10 students. Yes, we helped get them into their career. And what makes things even better than that is we also take the accountability of if we have an alumni that's been out in the world, right? Maybe something's happened, COVID, life, anything. They can always come back. Use our career service and let's relaunch you, right? Let's get you back out into the field. But I know I went on a tangent on there. My apologies,
No,
but
no,
a
that's
little bit
okay.
about
That
New
that is
School.
what we need to learn and we need to know. So I know that the new School of Architecture and Design is located in San Diego downtown,
Hmm.
and it's been there for how many years now?
Oh gosh, we've been here, to my understanding, since the beginning of time back in the 80s. This
Really?
used to be a surf shop, to my understanding. So we have rooms within the organization that kind of have their surf names. We have one that's called Hang 10, because
Okay.
there used to be a surf shop that used to be here, but we took it over years ago. And it's really been a great location, especially because we have a lot of international students that come to us, and
Wow.
students coming in from other sides of the nation to where they're like, I'm relocating just to go to school here. So what a great place to be. Go to school where people vacation and visit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't complain about that. I mean, you
Mm-mm.
are in the heart of San Diego with all of
Mm-hmm.
these amazing restaurants and, beautiful buildings. And I'm sure that the school has been given a lot of contribution to the community because of the students that are creating all these designs. I remember going to your open house, and
Yes.
it's such an amazing, projects that you have displayed in your open house, and so many talented students that are there in your school. So tell me, give me some information on how the students were able to create some development within the San Diego County.
So again, this goes back to our faculty and how passionate that they are. So what our faculty do is they reach out into the community and they see areas of opportunity and seeing how can we help support active projects. We had an Encanto project that was coming about. Our department chair, Daniela Deutsch, reached out and we actually had students start creating projects last term to help that development and just give opportunities of, hey, this is what it can look like and be. So to have active students right now actually creating and doing projects to help support a real site and different projects
Wow,
actively in the community, it's really been great. I know
that
I've
is
only been aboard since
remarkable.
March, but that was one of the biggest things that I said that is amazing. And in addition to that as well, since you got to come to our career fair, it's kind of our grad show slash career fair because
Yes.
we split it and kind of pivot it in two different ways. It's one to share with the friends and family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come see what your student has created, what they've learned, how they've developed. But we also have a separate show on the same day where we hire all of our employers, right, out in the
Mm-hmm.
field coming in. These are alumni who've graduated from us years ago and now they have their own companies. They're looking to hire, right? Hire our
Wow.
graduating students because they know the caliber of students we're
Mm-hmm.
graduating, but also companies we've had great ties with. Turner and Townsend is one of them. We have sent many students to them. And they've been really great helping and develop our students post education. So it's really nice that we have that platform outside of just open house.
That is amazing. I mean, what an incredible opportunities for the students to be a part of, because again, there's so many talents in your organizations that is just bring so many value to the community. That's just amazing, Justina. Okay, well, I'm gonna I want to ask you this question, and I think when it comes to the employers, I mean, we're talking about large corporations, right?
Hmm.
And they are very involved, or they're much very involved with your school. And I know that your students also competed in different builders conventions events, because I remember going to one and I saw a competition for most of your students, and they are incredible. I mean,
They are
talk
fearless.
about being a leader in the industry. And I remember and I heard that they have won several competitions in the
Yes.
past. So I want to learn more about that, Justina, and we're gonna, take a commercial break here.
Okay.
And everyone out there, don't go away. This is the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and we are talking with the Senior Director of Marketing, Justina Jupiter Powell, with New School of Architecture and Design, and we're going to learn more about the school. So don't go away. We will be right back.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Wade and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Wade is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewait.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
FireUp Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. FireUp Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing, and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. FireUp Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real Men of Real Estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Most mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station kcaaradio.com.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast to over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Wade and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Wade is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewait.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Marie Wade here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. We are on KCAA Radio Network. We are on 1050 AM, 106.5, and we are covering over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles. So make sure that you always tune in. We are here every Saturday at 1 p.m. So, why not spend your Saturday and learn everything from us? So today we have Justina, and we were just talking to her about some of the things that we need to know about New School of Architecture and Design. And this time, Justina, I want to learn more about the competition because I was so impressed with your students. I mean, they are incredibly amazing, and some of them are like military veterans. Am I right?
Yes,
That is
we actually
so
have a few active
amazing.
duty and a lot of veterans who got out and they're like, I want to start my new chapter, my next career. And they come back to school using their VA benefits. And we are a yellow ribbon school. I
Oh
want to make
my.
sure everyone knows that because it makes a difference when you're going back into education post, in a sense, career out in the service.
Okay, can you tell me what the yellow ribbon is? I'm a little bit
No,
unaware of that.
absolutely. So when you're thinking of the Yellow Ribbon program, this is a program that's designed as kind of like a communication, if you will, between military and the schools themselves, to where the Yellow Ribbon will help pick up offset of funding. So that way, when students are going to school, they know their GI Bill will be able to support them while they're in school.
Oh, that is so
Versus other
awesome.
schools where they're like, nope, here's the extra kind of fees and different things, to where New School, where we're not just a Yellow Ribbon school, but we also have institutional aid for military veterans. So if they've served, active duty veterans, we also have an institutional aid that will reduce their tuition to help them out as well. Some veterans say, hey, I want to save my benefits for my family, my kids, my spouse, my dependent. We still give them benefits because we want to serve them and take care of them. And I get
Oh,
it because I'm a spouse myself. My husband's a proud Marine. He served his time. He's out now and retired and happy. And my father was Army. So it's a community that's near and dear to my heart.
oh my gosh, that is so amazing. I love it, Justina. Okay, so share us the information on the competition because I can't wait to hear that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so Swinnerton is one of the companies that hosts competitions. And I learned about this when I first came aboard from my department chair, Steve Matley. And
Okay.
he runs our construction department. And I asked him, tell me about what our students learn. They're coming to school, they're learning, the key learning outcomes so they can get out into the world and go into construction management. And what I had learned and found, there's so many different facets which you can touch into in construction management. And one of the great parts about it is women, we are starting to drive and start taking our place in the construction management field, which is
Wow.
amazing to see that. Just in our previous graduating class in June, we had some ladies
Love it.
launching out into construction. So it's beautiful. But I had found, and this happens a lot in January, kind of the beginning of the year, there's different competitions. One of the most popular ones will be held in Vegas. And what it is we take kind of our team of students that, join one of our, construction clubs. And even if they're not in the club, he invites every student who wants to have this experience to, in a sense, show up at a competition. Right then and there, you're given like a card, right? This is
Yes.
what we want you to create in a few days time frame. So the students literally group together and they create these amazing creations, and they're competing against other schools, and they're graded on very specific guides. So one of the things I wanted to share with everyone today, this is actually one of our first place trophies we got
Oh
in one of the
my.
competitions we had just a couple years ago, right before COVID.
Okay.
Um,
Congratulations.
Thank you. But it's wonderful to see because for our organization, we have smaller size classrooms. So with our education, it's more one-on-one, more tight niche as far as that student to faculty ratio. So our kids really get a solid education when they're here with us.
Oh,
So when we
wow.
meet with parents, we take them on a tour. And in other schools, this wouldn't happen. During that tour, you actually get to meet with our program chairs and or one of our main faculty members to really sit and kind of go very organic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically of what those learning outcomes will be and kind of what to expect while you're in school. So we can help students, in a sense, find success. But yes, the competitions are definitely huge and something our students look forward to.
Well, so as far as I recall, is the competitions have gone to different states like New Orleans, Florida. Is
What I've
that
heard.
right? I mean, you guys
That
have traveled, your
I was
students.
told that. So I just came aboard in March and I've been kind of getting tidbits and they're telling me a little bit more as I continue forward. But
Uh-huh.
yes, I heard the competitions can be anywhere here in the US. The most exciting one they were telling me was the one in Vegas. And I was like, I gotta go to one of these. I'm just like, hey, who needs help? Who needs help? I'll help. Let's go. But no, I heard it's an amazing opportunity for the kids to bond, but also as well with our education too. And as students get prepared for these great events and competitions, just while they're in school, right? You know, what
Yeah.
does it look like and feel like to be a student here? And because we have specific tight niche programs, these students get to work in programs where they're going to work with those who are in architecture, students who are in construction management, interior architecture designs. And some of these classes they're going to be taking together because once they graduate and you go into the field, right? You're going to work with these types of professionals. So kind of learning those different fields and kind of respecting each other as your craft, if you will.
Yeah.
So I love
Wow.
how we, in a sense, educate them and just kind of prepare them for the future.
Man, I'm so excited to hear that. I wish I was younger and I could go back to
I know.
school.
I was like, I want to go back to school now.
Even all the experience that they can get from just being a student in your school, they really get to meet the leaders of the industry,
Hmm.
and then they also get to travel and experience competing and putting together a project. And it's almost like it's a real project that they are putting together with all the budgets, the marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a whole package of understanding, and it's
Hmm.
a very hands-on program. I
Hmm.
mean, I love it. I mean, I wish I am back from school. Seriously, I and
We'll
I
go
wish
back. Let's create
my
a time machine. Let's go back.
and
Take me
and
with
my
you.
kids. I wish I would have talked to my kids about it, because I know the potential of the industry itself, because I am in the real estate industry. I am working
Mm.
with people on the commercial level, and I can see how much it could really change your life. And I feel like the people need to know this. I mean,
Thank
there's
you.
so many career out there, but I think that they're
Mm.
missing out when they don't understand what construction management or the architectural designs industry. They're
Mhm.
missing out so much when they don't understand that part.
And it's true. We even have students who come in as well saying, hey, this is the direction I want to go. This is kind of the path I see myself in. We truly just kind of break down everything and kind of follow their trajectory as they're
Hmm.
going towards graduation. And when we see certain things pick up, we'll say, hey, we see you're interested in X, Y, and Z. Maybe we do a concentration, or maybe we pivot you a different direction. The key is to see what really resonates for the student, because
Okay.
especially if you're a freshman and coming into school, you're learning all these new things and say, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about this either. So we
Wow.
also develop along the way. We don't just put them in school and say, okay, this is a program you chose, graduate. We want to make sure we're helping them with their developmental process and then also connecting them with the resources as well as they do get closer to that
Uh,
graduation.
that
So we
is
can place them.
that is so awesome. You're pretty much mentoring, coaching, strategizing their career by really getting to know them and understanding really
Yeah.
what's good for them, or what they are aiming for. I think that is incredible, Justine. I mean, you know
Mhm.
how much people pay for coaching and for mentoring, and just trying to give them some direction on where they need to go, and you guys are
Mhm.
providing that as part of your education. I
Mhm.
mean, that is so amazing. I love it. I love what you guys do for the students. And I am totally, 100% supporting the school. I want people to really understand that, it will definitely help them overall
Yeah.
with their life, and things in the future for them. You see what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
that's why I think new school is like one of those hidden gold mine. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like people need to really dig in and find
They
it, but
gotta dig in. Yes. And it's the little things too that I think are amazing. Actually, the beginning of March of next year will ring my 18 years in higher education. And I've told a lot of parents that I've connected with, no organization takes the time and the effort that I've ever worked in as New School does. And even down
wow.
to when they start their journey and they're moving towards graduation, they get dedicated one-on-one academic advisors. So that way they never have to worry about what class do I need to take? Which sequence should I be taking things in? Everything is mapped out for them and presented, even down to their financial aid. They will have a dedicated financial aid rep that will be their go-to as they're in school. So now instead of calling a department, right, they have a Calendly link and they can just book an appointment right there with their advisor to speak to someone who already knows them. So very personable, very much hands-on, but again, amazing to be able to see how we launch students into the field and then also take that accountability. We want to make sure our students are placed. So our career services department, I'll probably say career services a lot while I'm on here, but it's important to say that because I went to school, I learned all these amazing things. I'm ready to become that professional. Now what? Where other organizations, well, it's up to you to figure that out.
Oh,
Where
okay.
here it's, how do we help you get there? But we've already started that process before you became that senior, before you got to that graduation.
Yeah,
So
I've heard about that you guys are
it's
very
good.
active while they're in school, trying to connect them to the industry, and they're already getting offer before they even graduate. I mean,
It's
I heard that.
beautiful.
I heard about that. But I am going to take a commercial break here. But
Sure.
for our next segment, Justina, one thing that I really wanted to let people know is the transformation of the students that come into your school. I've heard so many great stories and I wanted to tap into that. Okay. So,
Okay.
everyone, oh my gosh, this is so amazing and great information from our director of New School of Architecture and Design. She is so positive and so friendly to a lot of people. So she's one of the people that you wanted to be connected to. So don't go away. We're gonna hear more from her about New School of Architecture and Designs, and we will be right back.
Real men of real estate.
Men of Real Estate radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station kcaaradio.com.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316, 951-378-5316.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show, and I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we have Justina Jupiter Powell from New School of Architecture and Designs. And I wanted to ask you, Justina, this time is I've heard so many great stories about New School. That's why I'm really excited to have you here. I've heard that there were so many stories that have really transformed students' life from being in a very hardship situation that it became so good for them to be a part of the school. So can you share some of those stories to us?
Oh, probably one of the stories I'm not going to cry on here. There is a student, I won't release his name, but we can say for this purposes, he came from a very challenging background. I would say probably maybe an unfavorable support type background from a home. He found New School because he had heard about us, and he came in by himself. He normally we like to bring the parents, but for this guy, he came in and his biggest thing was, I really want to go into design. I am passionate about design. I want to create, I want to do products. And it was really nice to see the transformation once he came in, got accepted into the school after his experience taking the tour and said, this is where I want to be. And just the sense of community he got, which is like an extension of family here, working with students and just kind of building those relationships. And just to see him now, he's a junior now. So I got to see kind of, actually, he's not a junior now, he's going into a sophomore. So I got to hear his story. I got to meet him right after I came aboard. And then I've gotten to see the continuation of this transformation since I got to know this gentleman. And he actually came back to me a few weeks ago saying, thank you so much about the issue I was having the other month, and I just really appreciate you just being there for me and supporting me and following up with me. He says that means a lot to me. And I told him, I have an open door policy. You come here into the enrollment department, let me know what you need. We got snacks, whatever you need, you let me know. Because again, we operate maybe not as a traditional type school to where once you come through the enrollment department, then you go to the admissions department, then you're with academic advising. Normally students say, I'll never go back to that enrollment department again. But we always tell students, come back to us, because we're the first ones that get to connect with them. We're the first ones that kind of help launch them into their next phase as they get with their dedicated advisors within the organization. But the key is we want to see you as you're growing and developing. So when we get to see you at graduation, we've actually built this amazing relationship with all of our students who want it, of course, right?
Yes.
But just to be able to kind of hear his story, connecting with him when I first came aboard, and to be able to support him during certain hurdles, but also to hear that appreciation he had. And then he told me a little bit of background of his story. It's really great to see. And I'm going to jump up for joy and probably do jumping jacks
Yeah,
when I see him cross
I
that
can
stage
feel
in
that.
graduation.
Oh, that is such a heartfelt, story, because I know for some people they just need to talk to someone that truly cares about them. And I think this is such a good environment for the students to be able to, if they're not getting that kind of support outside or in their home, they can get it from the school at least, right?
Absolutely.
That is so incredible. Now, wow. So one thing that I also wanted to learn more is about your faculty. I've heard most of your faculty are very hands-on, that they are actively in the
Yes.
industry. So tell me more about that, Justina. That is incredible, because I've heard so many schools where they have, the professors and teachers, but they only know the theory or the principles, but they have not really done it themselves. So you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I can't speak about specific projects going on right now, but as a whole, the answer is yes. And that's why I said when we first got to chat this morning, I talked about the quality of the education our students get. Most you have faculty and organizations where they've got the book knowledge, right? They went to school, they're the guru, they know. But in our specific niche of type of programs, education is only the foundation of really becoming that expert, right?
Yes.
So our faculty, all of them, have been in the field for years. A lot of them are still actively in the field right now, so they can even speak to trajectory, kind of what the industry looks like in the next 5, 10 years, and have those active conversations with our students. But because they're still actively in the field and in those communities, along with teaching, when it comes to student classroom trips, right?
Yes.
Field trips, we like to call them. They're actually going on real job sites and
Wow.
having real, this is what's going on. And that's why it's amazing to be here in this time right now. Just kind of the life of downtown San Diego here in San Diego, because there's so much growth happening down here. We can just step right outside and then there's a site right down a few blocks away. Our students here years ago when the Padre Stadium was being built, a great opportunity. And they still do trips to there now just to say, look at the architecture, look how this was structured, look how would you have done this? And just to be able for them to actually have that hands-on is wonderful. But we wouldn't have that opportunity if we didn't have the faculty and our chairs that run our departments with their experience, their background, and what they're actively doing. So it's
That
really
is
great to see,
incredible.
but also to learn. And that's why I've learned from our construction manager, Steve Matley, when he was telling me, he's like, look out, Justina, when you're talking to students about construction, let them know the women are starting to come into this field and take over. I'm like, that's wonderful. Because before I worked here, I'm like, well, construction management, construction, male dominated maybe. And he says, maybe back in the day, but not now. So
Okay.
it was great to see the graduation in June, to see our ladies graduate,
Yes.
and just to see the dynamic of just the different cultures, and just really, accountability is supporting everyone who is just excited to learn and want to
Yes.
develop. But it comes down to our faculty. Our wealth of our programs is the faculty
Wow.
and what they do. But I always say teamwork makes the dream work. You also have your admin, so we're admin on the other side, but our faculty are the ones that are the boots on the ground and really making a difference in these students'
I
lives.
love that, Justina. I mean, I totally believe in when you show the students the buildings and everything, it really create more boosts in their imagination.
Yeah.
And that is such a great, part of your program that you're able to take them to different places and see, what they can do as someone who's creative and create different things from what they're seeing. But that is incredible. I wanted to ask you one more question in regards to the faculty. So they are very hands-on, and they really are. They're doing a lot of one-on-one teaching too, in some cases, because they love to make sure that each student is really having the good understanding, because it is critical for them not to know it. And having women in the industry, I mean, you're talking about, I think, because of the technology that's being put in place with all this AI and advanced technology. I mean, I think that's why it opened up also for women, because I know that some of the hard work, it's hard for women to really be in that part of the business, but the mind, the brain of the women that are coming into this industry, I think that's more probably, I see where women are so valuable in this industry, don't you think?
Absolutely. We actually, now that you bring up AI, we just had a lecture series, because kind of the buzz going out there right now, right?
Yes.
In these industries, is AI going to take your career opportunity away? And the answer is no. So our lecture series that we hosted with our faculty was really to emphasize how we are going to continue to grow our students to learn and work with AI
Oh,
and how to
okay.
use AI to help you develop. Because when you're looking at AI, AI can take it from a anything's possible, but you lose that humanistic aspect, right?
Yes.
So if you have someone who's very well tuned working with AI tools, then absolutely you're working with a professional that can be even better, working with that type of technology. So I always say
Okay.
sky's the limit, but no,
I
that
love it.
sky's literally the limit, but
Yes.
keeping that humanistic aspect, because give you a great example right now. Say you tell the computer to build a building. Well, the computer doesn't really have that human outlook of, okay, I'm going to create certain structures and walls certain ways, where from a professional standpoint, they know kind of how that design and build. Now, the computer knows this is what you need to build and the calculations, right, of
Yes.
how it needs to be sustainable. But now, when you bring that human aspect to it, just to make it more usable space, is really important. So, just an
Okay.
example there.
And
But
I
yes,
think
I love how you brought up
when
AI.
it comes to designing too, I mean, most of the decision makers for homes actually are, women, because I'm in the real estate industry. When you're selling a house, you want to know to make sure that the woman is happy in buying, in buying the house. So, part of their instinct and their understanding of design is actually very broad, and it's kind of nice to incorporate that with the design, and then having the men come in with their perspective, and I think it's a beautiful combination.
It
I
really is.
know that you guys are doing a lot of international
We are.
program too. I've heard about it. I'm doing my research, girl. I gotta know.
Nice.
So I've heard a lot about it, and I wanted to learn more about that. But we only have a couple of minutes here.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go ahead and take that couple minutes in our next segment so we can broaden
Okay.
the topic. And one more thing is I want to make sure that I know your big message for our listeners. So that will be in our next segment. Okay,
Will do.
sounds good. All right,
All right.
everyone. This is the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. We are doing so well today with providing you some amazing information. So don't go away. We will be right back. Okay.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Wait and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Wait is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewait.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
This is Steve Matley. Join me every Thursday at 3 p.m. right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio Talk Show. I spent decades as a professional construction manager, business owner, real estate developer, and a college educator, and I enjoy learning new things from other people. We talk a lot about real estate, business, and finance, but we cover a diverse range of other topics as well. Some of the topics we've discussed in the past few months include real estate investing, leadership, higher education, ADUs, marketing using technology, multifamily rental properties, business strategy, entrepreneurship. You never know who may show up or what they may talk about, so join us right here on KCAA for Building Solid Foundations Radio.
Fire Up Connect is the most innovative business networking group, supporting and collaborating with a dozen of small businesses that are interested in building and establishing strong business connections, hosting educational live seminars while carrying out business and community-driven projects, as well as marketing programs as a part of its membership program. Fire Up Connect also offers virtual assistance with a wide range of services including inbound customer support, chat support, appointment setting and email management, graphic designing, video editing, web design and development, social media marketing, e-commerce solution, content writing and much more. For more information, head on over to www.fireupconnect.com. Fire Up Connect, helping success stories unfold every day.
Real men of real estate.
Men of Real Estate Radio show here on KCAA.
Boats, mortgages can be purchased.
All of us want to live in thriving communities.
Basically, go to the radio station kcaaradio.com.
You're listening to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I'm your host, Ricky Perry, and we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and Sports, where we broadcast over 5 million households in the greater Los Angeles area. If you missed our previous shows, you can watch us on our streaming networks on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and the Android app.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Wait and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Wait is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewait.com or call her at 951 378 5316. 951 378 5316.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the International Wealth Builders Radio Talk Show. I am your host, Marie Antoinette Wade, and this is our last segment with Justina. I almost don't want to end it because there's so much information with you. But Justina, okay, so international programs that you guys are implementing, tell me about that because that is incredible for the students that are locally and they can have connections to some international programs you have. So how does that work?
So the programs are here, but we have online programs. So one big push we're doing right now is we are offering, and this is something we just started, is we're starting to offer our online programs. Our first one we're starting is our Masters in Construction Management, where it will be taught in Chinese. So
Wow.
over the years, we've had international students come here. We sign off on their student visa. They come here, they learn, it's great. But what about those professionals now? They're already in the field. Hey, I want to be able to do your education as well. But what if their primary language is not English? Maybe taking the test of English exams might be a challenge for them. So we
Okay.
wanted to bridge kind of that gap and really provide the education for as many as we possibly could. So this term, we just launched our Masters in Construction Management program taught in Mandarin. So
Wow. That
it's
is
amazing.
amazing.
We've gotten a lot of buzz, but the biggest thing is we have these amazing programs and we just want to share it. Just share the knowledge, share the experience. So we're going to
So,
see how it goes, but I think it's the momentum is absolutely there and the feedback we've been getting has been awesome. So no, really excited for it to continue, but outside of just, being able to launch the program internationally in another language, just to really emphasize just how much outreach we're doing right now with international students because we want to support our students here domestically, but also let international students know is come here to the US, come join us and
okay.
go to school here, learn everything you can and take it back home and
Yeah.
utilize these tools and resources.
Okay.
So it's really been a great, thing to see since this is something new we've never tried before. And now I'm a part of the new school family, and this is something we're launching. So I get to be a part of our new school history as we're, in a sense, going to just expand. So
So I
definitely
can
keep you updated.
yeah, I can see that you guys can open it up to other countries too, like Philippines,
Absolutely.
like
Yes.
I mean, there's so many countries that would probably love to be a part of that. That is so incredible. Okay, so Justina, give us your big message to our audience and listeners here in International Wealth Builders, because this show is about wealth building. Okay,
Mm.
and I want to make sure that they are getting the best takeaway from you in regards uh, to their life, to their own wealth. And so, what can you share with them?
I would say for any student who's looking to find a home for a school that cares about the students, they're not a number, they're a name. And knowing that the organization is not going to only help, again, educate them, help connect them, get them out into that field, but also help them with the professionalism component, especially our freshmen out there. They're young ones coming into adulthood. They have all these ideas to so help guide that, learn what they're what motivates them, what excites them, and help nurture that to making sure they're on the right trajectory. So for a school to literally take them from step A to step Z all the way into their career, making sure, again, that sustainability, accountability, making sure students have, in a sense, the resources they need to be successful, then this is absolutely a school we want parents and their young ones, or say you've already had a career, you're making a career change, come in, sit down with us, take a tour, meet with the faculty. Again, you get to meet with program chairs in your tour process because we want you to make an educated decision that this is a good fit for you. We always want to educate the students first. That way they can say, yes, this is what I want to do. And we help them step by step. So no more guesswork, no more unknowns. We give you all the information. We do the guiding, we do the supporting. And again, we get them to work.
Okay, and I've heard you are putting together a scholarship also. Am I right?
We are working on a whole bunch of institutional aids. And the cool thing about our institutional aid, which works a little bit different than other organizations right now. So as we're continuing on their growth phase, most institutional aid scholarships, right?
Yes.
These are, you get so many applications, maybe 10% of students get it. So how it works with us currently is if you apply for institutional aid, students get a link and they look and see which one they want to apply for. If they meet the qualifications, they will get that benefit. as long as
Wow.
they meet all the criteria. So they don't have to worry about, shh, don't tell so-and-so about this benefit because I don't want them to beat me. It's not that type of situation here. You could tell your friends, you could tell your family, hey, use this link while you're applying to New School because you might be able to qualify for the benefit. And if you meet the criteria, you'll
Wow,
be able
that
to
is
get it.
so
So it allows
beautiful.
people to share knowledge. We want people to share knowledge, not just keep knowledge for themselves.
Okay. So, Justina, what is the best way for them to get a hold of you? I'm sure everybody's excited now. You're gonna get a lot of calls. How does that work?
Absolutely. So they can Google New School for Architecture and Design San Diego. Reach out to us directly. We are here. We are happy to help. Biggest thing is we want students to come in, take a tour, because I think the biggest thing is the experience. You don't know what you don't know. You can talk to people all day, but when you bring them in, you introduce them to the chairs, they get to know more about the programs, ask their questions that they have. You know, we want them to do it because they, again, it's more of a very tight niche, more of a family type atmosphere because we do so much support for the students. They can also call us directly at 619 235 8706 here in the enrollment department.
Can you
But
please repeat that again, Justina? Just because a lot of people are driving, they need to get
Absolutely.
catch that. They need to catch that.
Absolutely. So if they're driving, go to the New School for Architecture and Design website to get all the information and click the link for us to connect with you. Or you can call directly here at 619 235 8706.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much, Justina.
Yeah.
And for everyone that's listening right now, I gotta be honest with you guys. I did get to talk to some of the students of New School of Architecture and Designs, and I did get their feedback about this school, and the feedback were tremendously positive. They love the school. Some of them are veterans, and they're still. Some of them are active, still in the military, and they are so a big part of the school, and they love it. They love the one-on-one, they love the intimate, classes, they love the hands-on in regards to learning from the professors. So I have been really learning so much about the school that I feel like, you guys need to really check it out. It's a great decision for you to, just learn about it and see if that is an opportunity for you to make your life better overall. But anyway, I totally appreciate you, Justina. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
And
you for having me.
yes,
Yes.
and everyone out there, thank you for tuning into my show. We're here every Saturday at 1 p.m. International Wealth Builders. So make sure that you always tune in and learn a lot from us. And we will see you next week. All right. So, anyway, thank you, everyone. Bye bye now.
News, weather, and talk from KC.